From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for May 17th, 2017. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look once again at the USDCAD. Yesterday's video, we looked at the USDCAD as a potential opportunity to go short or sell on a rally into resistance. Well, if you took that short into the 1.3650 level at some point yesterday, at least close to that, you did see profit as it made its way down to the support into the pink shaded area. But now that we're down here, the market's been able to find support here for about 3 days now, and now we're looking for that retracement, that pushback higher for the USCAD. Let's take a look at this pink shaded area here. First off, I've taken Fibonacci from the low of the black trend line, the low down here at the bottom, to the highest high of that black trend. So low to high of that black trend puts the 382 at 1.3575. That's the bottom of our pink zone. So now we've already identified that pink zone as support using Fibonacci. Now clearly, if it breaks through that support, our next level, where Fibonacci also tells us, or at least the 50% retracement level, lives right here at this yellow zone. So we know that the clear point here is that we want to see support at the pink zone, the 382. We don't want it to break there and go lower. Also, at that pink shaded area, 3570 to 3600, you follow it back in time and you see these last two resistance highs. So we're looking for these last two resistance highs, this decision zone where the market exited buys and entered sells, to become an area of interest also for the market over here on the right, where resistance helps us often identify future support. And we're looking for that around this 136 level. Also, we have the double zero level there. The 1.3600 level sits right around that pink shaded area. So we're looking for a couple of things. 3600 to hold. We're looking for the pink zone where historical resistance becomes support. We're looking at the 382 as a potential support at 3575. So all of that telling us right now we're at support. If anything, it's a caution about going short on top of that support, because there's a lot of evidence here that points to support and a barrier, a price barrier. Now clearly, if the market breaks that price barrier, it will go lower, but for the time being, it hasn't been able to do it for 3 days. Remember, this is the daily time frame, so 1, 2, 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, and now Wednesday has so far held support here into that pink zone. Now again, if you sold it up here at the blue zone, I'm not going to argue the fact that you should be in profit protection mode if you sold the blue zone. But if you didn't get that opportunity to go short into 3650 or 3660, then now we're looking for that bump back up there. We're looking for it to go back up towards the blue zone as our first initial target. If the market becomes significantly bullish, we could even be looking for a challenge of the high. So at least today, I don't think selling is a good idea on top of the pink zone. Buying becomes a lower risk and higher reward. If we take our assessment of our risk is we don't want it to break underneath the pink zone. So our stop loss goes underneath the pink zone to protect ourselves in case the market has a little bit different idea. One last thing here on the daily time frame is our Forex Black Book trend bar is green. What that identifies is a bullish momentum. That's green bar down here at the bottom. Now it's a darker green because for 3 days it went lower. So that's what happens when the daily time frame shows us some bearish momentum. It turns dark green. But the overall basis for this is this green, and that's a bullish expectation. So what we're going to do now is take it down to the 4-hour time frame, and we can see the market holding support here. Again, we came very close yesterday into that blue zone. The high of this candle was 36.59, not quite 36.60 on that little run higher, and then it went down to the pink zone, sitting on top of the pink zone as support. Back to the Forex Black Book, it is green. So what we're looking for now is an indication of bullish momentum, or bullish momentum returning to the market. So what we're looking for actually is a green or a yellow bullish arrow. And you can see several of those up here when it was at the high, challenging back to the green zone. You see a yellow, a green, a yellow. We need to see one of those types of arrows here. Even looking down here at the bottom within the black trend, you see a couple of yellow arrows, a green arrow, as the market started reversing direction and going back up. So that's what we need to see now. With the Forex Black Book, green trend bar, we need a yellow or green arrow to indicate momentum going back up. Our lowest risk, highest reward opportunity to do that is close to the 382 and into the pink shaded area. And we'll first off again target the blue zone or higher if the momentum shifts. One last caveat to all of this, as we often look at oil prices when we're looking at the USCAD, and at this point, oil is sitting underneath resistance. We see 51.60, 52, 52 being the top of that green zone. This is the Brent oil price, and you can see that down here at the bottom where I have the pop-up US dollar versus Brent oil. But anyway, it's been moving up. So we're finding resistance. If oil continues to find resistance and goes down, we typically look that to reflect on the USCAD as going higher. If oil prices go down, USCAD goes higher. Now, if oil prices break through this green shaded area finally in 52 and go higher towards the blue zone, then we might look for the USCAD to break through support and go lower. So higher oil, lower USCAD, lower oil, higher USCAD. So what we'd like to see is this hold resistance here at the green zone, start falling back off today, which would indeed cause this USCAD to bounce off the pink zone and possibly go higher to the blue zone or even higher. If we take a trend line from the highest high, just connected along these highs like this, we can see there's clear a target back to the blue zone, but a break there might even look for the return of the longer term uptrend here for the USCAD.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.